Okay, so I don't really have that many dreams.
I've been having a lot of weird dreams lately.
This dream in particular um, definitely haunted me for about a week.
Sophomore year of college, we were at our last apartment, and I had the most vivid dream I've ever had in my life. Like, it was honestly, it felt so real.
Feel as though like I'm always like sitting on the edge of like a really deep REM sleep and still awake to the point where I can still kind of control it.
I dreamt that my parents, my sister, and my girlfriend at the time were all sitting outside of some house at a picnic table having a fine time when a car pulled up, and it was a drive-by shooting. They started shooting at all of us, no one else. I remember seeing the bullets fly by as I rolled across the ground. For some reason, I was the only one spared.
And it can range from my ex, like my high school ex-boyfriend, to my aunt dying.
And it was because I kept waking up, like, in this bed that I'm in right now, like, in that room, and then different scenarios happened. I wake up and it's like my bedroom, and like just the bottom of the door was like blue. I get out there and like it's like a small kickback.
I remember running down the street for what felt like hours, and I wasn't running on, my 2 feet as I usually do. I was running on all fours until I came up on this park. It was nighttime. I came up on this park. It looked deserted, and I crawled into the overgrown grass and was just hiding in one of the corners. I didn't know what to do. My family is dead. My girlfriend's dead. I didn't know what to do.
I had one with my aunt, in which she passed away in my dream, or my uncle passed away in my dream, and those really fucked me up in the morning. Like, I completely shut down that day. I wasn't talking to anyone, and I knew it was just a dream, and I knew it was fake, but it felt so real.
And then I wake up again, same room, like same blue light, and this time I walk out and it's like a big ass party. It's like it's our apartment, but it's bigger. But specifically is Dave Franco. But I, for some reason in my head, was like James Franco. Like, it was Dave's face, but it was James's name, like.
And then a white couple entered the park. While they looked at me so confused, I was trying to ask for help. Can you call the police? Can you, someone? And they were so confused, and I didn't know if I was safe yet or not talking to them. And that's when the dream ended. I don't know.
And then I wake up for the last time in the dream still, and I wake up and I'm like, I feel weird. And I open the door, I'm like, guys, I don't feel so good. And then I like collapse, and then I like wake up for real. And I'm like, I don't know if this is real, because it felt just as real as every single one before.
It's been really affecting me in my day-to-day life, which is something that hasn't happened. I brought it up to my therapist too, and she was concerned that I was dissociating, which is not uncommon for me. So I have been given grounding techniques to kind of bring me back to earth, essentially.
I remember I woke up feeling really disturbed. I called my mother. For a week, I just felt unnerved, like I couldn't trust what was around me. I couldn't trust the relationships I had, because the relationship I have with my parents and my sister and the relationship I had at the time with my girlfriend were so bulletproof. And then to have a super vivid dream watching all of them get torn down, that really hit me.
And so I like start turning on a bunch of lights and like making sure that things function like reality. And then I'm like, I need to talk to someone. I need to tell someone. And I'm like, Xander's awake. Xander's awake. At first, I like barely knock. I'm like, Xander. And then he lets me in. I'm like, is this real? Like, am I real? And he was like, yeah. Like,
Girl, yeah.
like, yeah.
It just kind of goes to show too that I don't really know what's going on up there. Like, I'm completely out of the loop on what's going on in my head. My brain has a mind of its own, if that's possible.
And even though I confirmed, that it obviously wasn't real, I don't think any amount of fact can really fight that feeling.
Mm.